Conversation with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Weston Grant. Grant, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic today. I got to see one of my teammates go to victory lane in the truck series, and it's been a great night.
Rigged. No, you're not gonna like that. No rigged. No rigged chant.
Nope, no rig chant.
No rigged chant. Oh man, no, I'm just playing.
No rig chant.
It was a good race. He was fast. Weaver was quick. Found his way to the front. You know.
Yeah, again, he was one of the only trucks who I was able to actually saw that could work his way to the front. So
Yeah, it was nice change of pace. That's the second truck race with 0 cautions. So the truck series is doing exactly what they should be doing. So with that being said, Grant, Pheonix here, we saw how they were tight in the truck race. I'm wondering how it's going to be in the Xfinity cars or the Busch cars. I haven't ran a Busch car here in a hot second, so
yeah, it's honestly been a minute for me too. So yeah, exactly. How these cars are going to run. It's going to be interesting to watch. We saw, with the Cup cars in entry this past weekend, there was a lot of close racing, a lot of guys who were even on speed. But then, it's with the truck race, it came down to who was able to save tires, in a couple of stages, and then stage 3, it was pit strategy. So there's a lot of ways this race could play out, and it's going to be a heck of a one to watch.
yeah, I agree. It's going to be wonderful.
If you want to do the grid walk, you can join Qual.
I guess.
Unless you... That's your choice.
I think I might as well hop in and just go do it. Alright, how far are they into quali? That's the real question. Yeah, I'll just wait. By the time I get in there, it's going to be about lap 5, and it's just not going to have this time. Excuse me.
Going to pit road. So yeah, we see drivers pitting, taking advantage of early pit stops, trying to get some adjustments made.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the way to go. It's definitely the way to go here to try to get as much as you can get. These cars, after the first 2, 3, 4 laps, after that, these cars just fall off. And you're not going to get the same lap time you were getting. You already dropped maybe 2, 3 tenths of what you could get.
Yep.
So, drivers need to get moving as quick as they possibly can. Maybe run 2 laps and get down pit road. Then run the last 5. See what they can get.
I mean, if you're fast enough, you come into pit one more time. Hopefully get another lap out of it.
Yeah, that'd be the hope and the plan. So what do you think we're going to see in the race tonight, Grant?
I think we'll see a little bit of both of trying to tire save as well as, pit strategy of when do you come into pit, come into play. I think the last stage, it may be, 2 or 3 laps that you might have to save. So it'll be interesting to see how drivers would tackle that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read a message here. So, Grant, I'm going to need you to be on top of it for a hot second for me, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. As I'm watching here, it looks like either they just finished the laps or nope. Caution, maybe? Either just finished qualifying or it was caution, one of the two. Because there was just cars all over the place.
Well, it should be a caution in qualifying. Should be the end of the thing.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but
you never know.
We shall see. Yep, that was the end of it. Okay, as pole, we'll go to Maggio Magic with the 2662.
Nice, nice.
Followed second by Mr. NASCAR with the 2679. Third is Weir Savage Rod Jr., who just won the truck race with the 2681. And Jardy in fourth with a 2681.7. So pretty close between the top four there with qualifying times. Want to back out. Wait for them to get this race started. So what do you kind of expected of this, Jade? Because I know.
I know that the dogleg is gonna restarts are gonna be hectic. They were in the truck race. We were all four or five wide at some point, coming back together to about 2-3 wide going into turn number 1. So it's just gonna be it's gonna be hectic. And I'm just really interested to see how everything pans out. We're gonna have a little bit of a bigger field than what we had in the truck race. But I'm really excited to see how these guys are going to pan out. 4 cautions last week at Texas. Definitely something to be improved on. But I think these guys definitely have a shot to put on some great racing here.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned last week at Texas, a little bit, similar style track, but then also completely different at the same time. This is, you're going from a 30, no, like a 28 bank track to now pretty much a flat oval, with very minimal banking. And it's going to change how these cars drive, and it's going to be interesting to see if these drivers can keep it cleaner than what they did last season, or last week at Texas. So it's going to be interesting to watch, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it as well and see what these drivers can do. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be great. I think that final turn. I don't know if you were watching when Anat and I went through it on our final time, how we tried to dive it down in. I'm going to watch to see how many drivers are able to do that throughout the race, try to set it up so they can do that on the final lap. Try to get a final position or maybe even a race win.
Yeah, we saw that's what it came down to a couple seasons ago in real life in the Xfinity Series. Daniel Henrik going for his first win, but also the championship at the same time, and he just pulled off the move excellent. Was able to get underneath Austin Cindric and just stole the win and the championship all in one track. So that's definitely going to be the one of the key turns. But also not in turns 1 and 2, not being too far down and clipping the pit box. Trying to get as much grip as you can, because that's going to be very dangerous as well, especially for these drivers, because they're trying to get everything that they can out of it.
Exactly.
Not to throw myself out there, but I did kind of make that mistake Monday when we were racing entry, with the rest of the guys. And it kind of came back to bite me. Put me in a position to where I was trying to battle back for the lead lap, and some mistakes were made. Me and that driver, we made our dues with it, and we're good. But yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing to watch here.
Yeah, they are. Are they getting ready to launch here? Or?
Yeah, they're just a second. I think Will was restarting his internet just to make sure he didn't log out.
Okay.
As we get word, clock is ticking. should be getting word any moment for us to join. Do you have plenty of invites?
I got like 2 or 3, I think.
Okay, so we should be good. And you can join.
And we are on the blue screens. We're going to find the invitation. Get in here. Oh, shoot. I was sending a message and I about deleted too far back.
Oh.
I think we're good. And we can watch.
As we will watch Maggio take the green with Keith Allen-Ayres on his outside. Slight contact as they get the green flag. Weir trying to take advantage of it down on the bottom. He's making a move for second in that 54 D4C machine. As we see Jardy also, right there lurking as they end up 3 wide off of turn 2, almost 4 wide. Oh, Jardy gets down into the wall going into turn 3. He'll fall back to 5th, I believe 6th, possibly. As you can see, they spread out down the dog leg there, trying to cut the track as much as they can. And Maggio up the track, he's got that experience from the truck race. Let's see if he can put it to use here. As Keith gets into the wall. Maggio falling back to 4th here. Maggio trying to fight back out on the outside. He'll get clear for 3rd.
Keith dives it down in the turn number 3 here. You see the 54 of Weir get really low there, trying to find anything he can get onto that 38 car. You see Maggio back there is under fire from Jarrett Reese for 3rd place, followed by the 7 of Gar. And you got the 22 in the 60, or check that, the 8 side by side. Now they're single file for 5th and 6th place.
Yeah, but Nat 20 had a good run in the truck series, and he's having a good start here in the Busch series.
Riding along with Turf Tech in the 13 machine. Made the switch from the 61 to the 13 here earlier today and decided he's going to run that number instead. So big change for Turf Tech.
Yep, running a Miami Dolphins paint scheme this week, even though we're in Phoenix, Arizona.
And Nat just kissed the wall a little bit, trying to get up to work on Gar for 5th place, get back into that top 5. There is Conkey in the 8 machine, last year's Entry Series champion, working on making his way up. He's gonna nip a Nat, get a Nat going through the turn 3 and turn 4 to try to get themselves into position to start challenging that 7 car for the 5th place.
Yep, and the 7 car, not cutting the dog leg right now. He's looking like he's trying to save a little bit of tires, especially that right front early on in this run, which is really going to help on the back half.
Oh, big checkups from everybody.
Down there in the wall, coming into 3.
Oh, Weir is down inside wall, turned around. Still green. That is going to hurt Weir. You see Turf get closer to that 8. 22 is going to wash out. 7's going to jump in on the inside. Now this is for
Nitro has blown a motor.
So you see the 7 still working on the inside of that 22. The 8's following suit. Corporate teammates in the 7 and the 8. Normally they are junior motorsports cars, but tonight they are Nitro and Fatal cars. There goes the 13 on the outside of the 8. Big battle for 4th place here.
Side by side for the lead. Maggio down low on Keith Allenairs. The 11 of Jarrett Reese is right there as well.
Jarrett Reese reserving that number 11 to get some points for Fatal tonight. There's Warpig just behind the battle for fourth.
Yep. It's two little packs here. You know, you've got the top three that's broken away, and then you have the rest of the field right there pretty much in the second pack as they kind of get strung out back there as well. But Maggio and Keith both side by side for a couple laps now, neither one backing down from the other. As Keith dives it hard down into turn one, he'll go up and he'll get in the wall.
That's going to give second place to Jarrett Reese in that 11. There's Season the 98 machine, the second half of Critical Role. Running tonight, the two Fords in the Busch Series. There is anybody running for D for C behind his teammate Weir. Anybody, I think he's trying to save some tires, really trying to stretch to the end. There is Kevin in the 9 machine. Taz in the 26. There is William Moore.
Taz should be in the 99.
You right. Wrong number.
Ingar leading the charge on this second little pack here, trying to, gain ground on these leaders. As Keith has caught back up to the front too.
He's still got a little distance back, about 4 car lengths back off the 11. The 11 starting to now battle the 6 on the outside. He's there. He's not there now. He's got the back out of it. The 6 is going to keep it, and that's going to allow Keith to get a little bit closer. Maggio really goes down there. It's going to allow the 11 to get back to him. I think the 11's a little better in 1 and 2, while Maggio's better in the 3 and 4 side of the track. Right now,
Yeah, it all just depends on corner exit. Do you kind of dive it in a little bit deeper, try to get them on entry, or do you back it up and try to get corner exit here?
I think right now you learn what the car's doing. Jarrett Reese, at the end of the day, he's not running for points for himself. He's running to win a race.
Yep.
And he doesn't need to win here. He'd like to. He doesn't need to max out on points, but he'd like to. So, I think right now, he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. And that's about all you can ask of him.
Oh, the 11 hard into the back of the 6. Trying to get him to move. Maggio not flinching an inch off of his line. Again, here comes Jardy trying to apply pressure to that back bumper. Can't quite get there.
Maggio's searching around a little bit, trying to find a little bit of grip. He got a little loose there off of 2 that time by. The 11, he's just getting closer.
Leaders just took 4 to go here in stage 1.
Oh, there it is!
The 11.
He's not...
Yep.
They're going now. The gloves are coming off. It's going to be a bare knuckle brawl coming to 3 to go.
Yep, the 11 with the advantage going into the corner, but here comes the 6 with the run back on the outside. 3 to go as they go across the line.
Oh, baby, they touched again going through the dog leg. Jarrett Reese is going to get right back behind him. He's You know, Jarrett Reese, you don't bump him around a few times so he gets a little upset with you. He's going to have to run off here. He's going to try to go around the outside. Now down to the inside. Going down to the turn number 3. Diving it down and got the advantage. Maggio's on the outside. Little big contact. Gar's back to the back of the 38 for third. Here they go. 2 laps to go. The 11, the 6. Top 4 places are all Chevrolet Camaros. Oh, here comes a crossover by the 6. Can he get the run? He is not going to get there. Yes, he is. He's right there with him. He's got the inside coming to the white flag. Got ever so close. Jarrett Reese is going to have to run on the outside, though. Check that advantage, Maggio. White flag in the air.
It'll go to Jardy.
Jarrett Reese gets down in front of him. How hard's it going to get? Coming in this time. We know Maggio's running for points. And so is Jarrett.
Yep.
Jarrett Reese is not. Here they come.
Maggio kind of backed up that entry just a little bit, tried to get a run coming out.
He's going to send it. Jardy's going to block high. He's going to tap. He's going to miss him. Jarrett Reese wins stage number 1 in the 11.
Wow. Followed by Gar in third. Conkey in fourth. And Keith in fifth. As it looks like the 39 is out of the race as well. Unless if that's just me with them lagging again. As we get ready to drop the green flag again, looks like Warpig is on the...
Anybody did not go on the outside.
19 to go. I don't think Warpig and anybody, neither one pitted that stage.
I don't think so.
They could be out of fuel.
I don't think so either. Right now it's the 11 and the 8. I'm trying to see what any other cars are on pit road.
Oh, nope. Those two do make it to pit road. We will say green.
Got 2 cars down on pit road. The 38. Check that 39. And the 5. Check that the 1. So right now it's the 11, the 8, the 6, the 38, the 9, the 98. 7, 54.
And Conkey, you know, somebody who wasn't quite up there yet. Here he is running second with these guys as well as Kevin in the 9.
Yeah. Can't forget about C's or Gar also sneaking their way in. There, anybody and Warpig are both coming back out on track right now. So we're going to see where they end up in reference to the leaders.
Yeah, they'll definitely a lap down. Looks like Jardy's going to get anybody 2 laps down here. Warpig should be able to stay 1 lap.
Anybody, great job by him staying low. Let the leaders and let the pack have the preferred lines as he was not up to speed. It's a great job by him. Now that he's towards the back of the pack, he can just get right in line with everybody. There's Kevin. I don't know how long Warpig can stay out there in front of these guys, but they are quick. And everybody's dogging for position right now.
Yep. Jardy, the leader, coming to 14 this time by. Again, we'll be taking 14 to go as they cross the line here. And, you know, he's got a little bit of healthy lead now back to Conkey. You know, it's not a huge gap, but it's definitely something that's manageable for that 11 machine.
definitely. I think, Maggio, I think he's a little bit quicker than Conky right now. But I think that if, Conky holds up Maggio just long enough, that might help the 11 get away. Or they race for it, or the 38 gets a little closer as you see the 6 slide up into the 8. Have a little bit of contact. And the 8's going to clear him, going out of the dog leg.
Yep, the whole question is what does this 19 do when the leaders get there? He's able to kind of hold it there. The leaders are slowly reeling him in. But, it's not by any huge amounts right now.
More contact between the 6 and the 8. That's going to allow the 38 to get even closer to them. It's going to make it really bad when they get side-by-side action here going through. We're following along with Kevin, and Kevin gets really up out of the groove.
Yep, there's the 7 and the 54, both inside to him.
Whew.
As Keith is making a move on the 6 car of Maggio. 4 both inside to him.
What's going on, Caleb? Commented on the stream. Yeah, it's, following with Kevin here. Really interested to see how this is going to pan out. Gonna hop back on the Tez in the 99 machine. And there's Maggio, just ahead of Keith.
And looks like Warpig will take the high side here. He lets Jardy by, and here comes Conky trying to get by him as well.
Jardy didn't have a really good 3 and 4 there. That's going to allow Conky to get a lot closer. But Conky did not clear Warpig completely, so it's going to make his entry into 3 and 4 a little bit more shallow than he'd like.
Yep, but he's still able to manage to keep right there in touch with Jardy.
And here comes
pull away as they will take 10 to go here.
10 laps to go.
If
Yeah,
I
buddy.
just heard that right.
Yeah, man. We love NASCAR. We're still racing as best we can. Here we see Maggio get a little bit closer to these two. I think Conky's feeling pretty racy right now. That's 11 machine. Conky might be trying to go win himself a race here. Or when him goes, oh, he gets, I say that, there's the commentator's curse. Oh, man. He's going to get another shot at Jardy here. Jardy might be trying to save a little bit of tire, trying to make sure this car makes it till the end.
Yep. Definitely is. Keith is trying to put heavy pressure on this 6 car.
Yeah, right now, I'm going to start riding with Keith here. It's like the
Conky's
6.
taking an interesting line there, riding a little bit higher, and then he dives down through the center of the corner.
It's working because he worked himself to the outside of the 11. The 38 now is making the move on the 6. He's getting down below that yellow line, trying to find some grip. Now remember, here at Pheonix, we do allow below the yellow line because that is the racing of Conky up into the wall. Maggio is going to make a move on Conky, going to slide up into him. Ooh, they kept it off of each other as they're coming through. Go ahead.
In the meantime, they are catching that 11 even more now. Side by side, little tap between the 6 and the 38 as they go into turn 1.
I think the 11 is just playing with them right now, trying to save what he can for when they're done battling. He's going to be able to pull away, but Conky, he's to the inside of that number 11. Contact!
Yep, Conky said, no, sir, you ain't getting away yet. You come back here.
Now Conky's got the advantage on the inside of the dog leg, gonna make the track shorter, but I think he's gonna let out a little bit, try to get a better line in. But here comes Keith. Keith is gonna try to get to that bumper, that 8. I need a lap count, please, my guy. When you get a chance, buddy.
Yep.
Speaking of inside of the 8, there goes the 38 and the 6. 8's gonna have power around the outside to keep second place. What a battle between these guys. Meanwhile, behind them, Weir is catching. This is a fun battle to watch with these boys. They are putting everything they have on the line.
Yep, they are doing a great job of, trying to keep it as clean as they can. Little contact here and there doesn't hurt anybody. But don't look now, here comes that 54, the D4C machine.
Oh, contact between the 6 and the 38. Did you get a lap count for me? I don't remember if
Yep,
you
they
said it or
just
not.
took 3 to go.
3 laps to go, coming to 2. Everybody's coming to play. They've been racing like it's been 2 to go for the last 6 laps. They know it's a stake. 2 laps to go here. 6 is to the inside of the 38. Conkey is driving up to the back of that 11, trying to make a name for himself. He won the Entry Series title last season. They took 2 to go. He's going to send it on the inside. He's not going to quite have the speed that he wants. He still gets in the back of the 11 and try to move him up out of the groove. He's going to come down, block the 38. 6 in front of the 54. 54's looking. Thought better of it. He's going to wait on it. There's the bump. There's another one. Weir is going to go underneath Trimaggio, try to get there. Conkey's going to send it down in.
Here in stage 2.
Conkey's down below the 11. Here they go. Contact!
Contact!
The 11's still holding strong on the outside. We're going to watch from the aerial. 11's got the run. He's going to have to send it down in the turn. Number 3 and 4. Conkey's going to get stage. Conkey's going to get stage number 2.
Wait, here comes Keith down on the inside.
I don't know.
He'll get second, I believe, from Jardy.
I think so. I think Keith got it as the 11 and... Oh, everybody spins coming off that turn. I had great aerial coverage of that.
So, no. Jardy did hold off the 38 for P2 there. Wow.
Craziness. So, where's he at? Stage number 2 winner, the number 8 machine for Cronky.
Wow, what a heck of a stage there.
After last week, I got a little worried about how everything was going to pan out with NASCAR, but I could see the guys, they're reinstilling that faith in me, knowing that I have the best racers racing here in the WRL. Fantastic job of these guys.
Yeah, definitely a heck of a job. You know, again, Trucks and Busch are proving that is where the racing belongs so far.
Yeah, we're green.
So 53 to go when they took the green, 24 in the tank. It'll be 1 stop possibly. 2 if you decide to run it hard the whole way. We're looking at about 3 laps to save. This is going to be interesting to see how they do it as we go 3 wide for second. Side by side now with the 38 and the 11. The 7 of Gar taking advantage of Maggio, you know, not getting quite the entry that he wanted there. He falls back. The 6 now in 6th position. Here comes Kevin looking below the 6 as well. The 54, we're looking beneath Gar as Conkey leads still here in Pheonix.
Looking on with Warpig right now. All the jockeying that's going on in the back part of the field, all the bumping and banging, they can tell it's stage number 3. It's time to go earn your paycheck. We're trying to get back on the lead lap here. It's the 19. He's looking at the 13. He's gonna have to get it back the hard way. The way they've been racing, no cautions thus far. 22 is gonna clear the 19, going into turn number 3. '99's trying to go around the outside of him too. He's gonna get it. Great job by the 99.
Moved by that 99 of Tez.
Mm-hmm.
As looking back up towards the front, Gar trying to make a move on the 54. A little bit of contact. 54 looking down low on Keith and 38. That is the battle for 3rd at the moment. Slight tap to the back bumper, saying, hey, I'm here, let me go.
Yep. As you see the 20 go around his teammate back here, as well as right on board with Warpig as kind of everything was settling about. We're going to hop up to see someone who we've talked about a whole lot in this race thus far, but quietly and methodically keeping himself within distance of the front of the field. We see the 54 working on the 11. That's going to help the 8 get away a little bit. Right on board with
That
Matthew.
54 looking really fast, just like the 18 truck was for Weir. You know, a couple of fast rides for him tonight. As he will get clear through the middle of turns 1 and 2 there on the 11.
Watch the 11. 11's firing back on the outside. Gonna go, down to the inside.
Wow.
There's no love lost.
That was a hard left turn by the 11.
Yeah, I don't know if he got loose and just kind of tried to improvise, but the 6 is on the inside of the 38 right now. Where is looking to go try to run down that 8 car.
Yep, now it's side by side between the corporate teammates of Keith Allenairs and the 11 of Jarrett Reese, as here comes the 6 of Maggio in for the battle. He'll get around the 11. It looks like the 11's just a little bit tight at the moment, can't quite get the turn that he wants.
Yeah, he is battling hard to try to keep that car pointed in the right direction. He's trying to get it to rotate through the corners. Like right now, what he needs to do is he needs to fall in behind him and just ride.
But I'll tell you what they're not wanting to see, this 54 and the 8 are slowly driving away, as we're trying to take a look on the inside of Conkey for the lead.
Meanwhile, the 6s and 38 are getting side by side here. That's not what we want to see.
Yep, and Gar is still right there, as well as Jarrett Reese to, you know, take advantage of any mistakes. Again, these 6 cars have broke away from the rest of the field. But now, as you can see, Conkey and Weir starting to drive away from the top, from those 4 as well, as they continue to fight side by side for 3rd position.
Oh, contact between the 8 and the 54. I think going down in the backstretch here. Can Weir win both races tonight?
Yep, he's out front and he's got at least a car building more as they dive down into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, looks like about a car and a half lead for the 54 as Conkey slowly reels that in. About a half a car now, maybe a bumper.
Oh, he got way out of the groove.
Yep, but the thing about that is he'll be able to turn back down the track and get a huge run coming out the corner.
Yeah, right now everybody got single file for the top 6. I think Conkey's car might be a little bit better in the dirty air than what we've been letting on.
As they just took 40 to go, Weir in the 54 is leading this freight train around Pheonix International Raceway. As Conkey under pressure now for 2nd place from the 38 of Keith Allenairs.
It's all about rhythm here. That's the biggest thing. If they can get back into the rhythm, I think Conkey can get back to that 54. He needs to run his race. He needs to get there. He has better drive off speed than the other 3 up there in that little group right now. He loses it on drive in, but drive off, that 8 car is phenomenal.
Yeah, and again, you know, Jarrett Reese and Gar, they're still right there as well. They haven't quite broken off this top pack right now.
Right now, it looks like Conkey's going to start getting out of that outside.
Yep, half a car length, quarter of a car length.
He's right there.
And here comes Keith Allenairs trying to look to the inside as well as Conkey goes to the outside of the 54. Side by side out of turn 4. Conkey, I believe, led that lap.
I can see it, and they're still side by side going into turn 3 and 4. Or check that 1 and 2. Old 3 and 4. It is just crazy how close these top 5, 6 cars are. They are just running the field right now. Keith in the back of Conkey moves him
And here
way up
comes
the track.
Maggio with a huge move 3 wide to take second place here. And here comes Jarrett Reese, back into the picture again. Guard falling off slightly here. Hadn't quite been able to catch up to this group.
Early pit. So,
will that be the move to get the lead here?
Oh, Keith into the wall. Hard contact for that 38 machine.
Yeah, that's going to break away Maggio and Weir here.
I know, there's a lot of M's.
I know.
And they sound almost the same. It's kind of horrible.
As I just got word the 99 is going to pull off this time. Go down pit lane, get him some fresh good gears.
That's good for the 99. He needs it. You know, he hasn't been the quickest car all night long, but he's been around the block.
.54 will be pulling off this time. Is he going to be clear?
Nope.
Nope, it'll be next time by.
Now, if I was Maggio, I'd make him stay on the outside, make him go off his strategy. Kind of play with mind games with him, you know what I mean? Make it hard on him to do what he wants to do.
The 38, the 6 are going to peel off.
He's going to leave the...
We're playing a great move by getting around that wall, staying as close as he can, trying to keep the speed up.
That's going to hand the lead over to the 7, or the 11, followed by the 7. You see the 99 coming out of pit road right now. He's going to stay down low as best he can. Get these leaders.
13 of Turf Tech coming into pit road. The 11's coming in. The 9 coming in. The 7's coming in.
A lot of cars coming in. Pit road's getting busy.
I think the rest of the D4C cars are coming in.
Right now, it's all about this 8 car. Where does he come out? That's the question. Where does he come out?
He's going into turn 3 right now.
You can see the gaggle of cars that were battling with this pack right in front of him.
Crosses the
and
line.
He's
and
gonna
he
clear them all. 8 car back.
Great strategy by the 8 machine.
Back out front right now for the 8 car. Got a healthy gap back to Weir.
As it looks like the strategy is going to kind of make Jardy fall off just a little bit here.
But he can go a little longer on that final run. On this next run. So I watch to see, they're going to have to pit one more time. If Jardy can run that length again, maybe he can take 2 at the end and try to steal the win. Meanwhile, Conkey's committed to the four tire stop strategy. So we'll see how well that all pans out for him.
Just got word, 30 to go here.
Dirty 30 here in the desert. Third triple header of the season, or double header of the season. All season long they're going to be double headers, except All-Star Week when we have the All-Star Open. Try to make the field for the All-Star race.
We're on the back of that 8 machine, shoving him down into the corner. That gets him way up the track. Weir will take the lead here.
Weir has to watch that aggressiveness because it's going to come back to bite him. One of these times where he's going to push the wrong person, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely for sure. I know Conkey, if he can stick it right there to that back bumper, he may do it back.
The thing with Conky is that I think he's quicker, but I think because of the draft and having some cars pushing him behind him, I think it's really hurting him right now.
Yeah, that 54, it's been fast all night long. It's going to be hard to beat him.
Mm-hmm. $27 to go here in Pheonix. Right now, We're Savage, he is leading the way. Being the best that he can be up front right now. Doing what he needs to. As you can see, Maggio's all over the back of the 8. This strategy call, I think pitting early for the 8 is really going to hinder him.
Yep. But you know, somebody we didn't talk about who was right there with them was Warpig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that 19 machine still, I believe, still a lap down here. But gained a lot of track position out of that pit cycle.
Mm-hmm.
As the 6 apologizing over the radio to the 8 machine, saying he will give him the position back there.
Yeah, he hit him pretty good, I think, going into the corner. And Keith gonna try to take a 2-for-1 deal here. So you're gonna get that position back. Thank you. I'll take that as well. What he's thinking to himself, but I think he backed off a little bit.
Yeah, Maggio not quite giving up that position. I think he's given Conky a couple opportunities to try to take it, just not able to quite capitalize on it.
Well, I think he needs to go set sail and go get the 54. Before the 54 drives off into the sunset.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, that'd be the smarter move to make. And, you know, these drivers battling like they are, that's just giving the 54 even more time in between them.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of get a little bit of space now. They're single filed and they're running along now. So maybe they can run this 54 back down. As here comes the 38 down. As soon as I said that.
Uh-huh.
He'll kind of fall back in line, and here comes Jarrett Reese back into the battle.
Something we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight in that 20. Ran the truck race just a little bit ago. Came home 5th place in that. C's working on the 99 machine to his outside. You can get alongside him going in 3 and 4 here. Should clear him up off of 4. He will clear him up off 4 and 99. Gonna start looking back down underneath him. Try to keep battling with the 98. Not gonna quite get there. He's gonna drop in right behind him. There's the 20 if anybody. Been a long night for him. Fell short after stage 1.
Yep, so a pit window has been opened up for these drivers. They just took 19 to go. Coming to 18 this time by. So pit window is open as they get 24 in the tank. So it's going to be interesting to see who tries to pit early, who pits later, who does 2, who does 4.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens here.
As the 38 of Keith Allen Ayers will be in this time. Eight stays up on track, as well as the 6, the 11, and the 54.
I think they all realize that Conky's way didn't work out too well for him. Granted, he's still sitting third, fourth. So we know it's not really going to work. It didn't work for him. So right now, his goal is to stay out as long as he possibly can with these guys, and then pit with them. You know, maybe the 54 gets caught up in some lap traffic or something to give them a shot to come back and get him.
Yep, just got word 8 will be coming in this time.
So that's going to bring the 8 down pit road. You see Keith getting serviced on pit road there. Speaking of the 54, there he is leading the race. So if I was Maggio, maybe I'd come down with him. Come down early.
Nope, Maggio will stay out. Jardy stays out. Gar staying out. Again, Conky the only one. As I just got word the 1 car will be down pit road this time, so he's not lagged out of the race, just lagged for us.
Okay.
The 6 will be in, the 11 will be in this time. 13, the 99 will be in this lap.
There's the 11. The 6 is right ahead of him. There's the 7. 13 is still running around. 22 of an at. There's Conky getting service on pit road.
And it almost looked like the 99 almost missed pit road.
19's on pit road. There's 99. I'm watching Keith Ayers, since he was the first pitter of the group. Let me see where he ends up coming out. I don't think it's going to be enough for 54, though. I think he's got this place figured out.
54 will be in this time. As the 38 of Keith Allnairs is confident in his strategy here. Gar coming into pit this time as well in the number 7 machine.
Did he take 2?
Did you take 2?
Was that a yes?
Who?
Did Keith take 2?
I'm not sure.
Because he should have came out with everybody else, right?
I would think so.
Who's leading?
Right now, well, it was weird, but I'm not sure at the moment. Like I said, because Weir's just now coming out of pit road. I believe he did take a 2 tires pit stop.
Who did?
I believe Weir just took a 2 tire pit stop. And he will beat Keith out of pit road.
Well, Gar is also ahead of him. Kevin's coming down
Weir's
pit road.
about to hit turn 3 right now.
Well, Kevin just pitted.
And the 6 car has taken 2 tires as well. And he's probably about 4 or 5 car lengths behind the 54.
So 54 is our leader?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay, so we saw the 6 take 2 in the truck race, and it almost worked for him.
The 54, I will say, did take 2 tires because that was a fast pit stop for him.
Yes, I will agree.
So it's going to be a 2-car battle for the win between the 54 and the 6. One mistake between either driver will give the other one the win. If both mess up, the 38 of Keith Allnair is not too far behind them. Both drivers were very well at saving tires and fuel in the truck race just earlier today.
I don't think this one's going to get away from Maggio, though. You see him reeling in the 54 lap by lap. He gets a little bit closer.
That 54 rolling 1 and 2 very well, though.
3 and 4, you just see the 6 gain so much and send it in. He lost a little that time. Not nearly enough, though. It's like they're both searching around trying to find a little bit of something to gain on the other one, but I think Maggio is going to get there before the end of this race.
Five to go at the line.
And he's there, baby. It's going to be a battle. Maggio versus Weir. These two finished 1-2 in the truck race just a little bit ago.
In the order that they are in now, Maggio trying to switch that up.
Coming to 4. Oh, there's the bump. There's the first one. You could just see the car get a little upset. It's going to be a battle between these two. You can see it. It's brewing.
As I'm riding aboard with the 6 machine of Maggio. Right here in second. 3 to go.
Maggio, he's backing up a little bit, maybe trying to find a little something. Weir's car might be a little bit better right now. Two laps to go here at Pheonix in the Busch Series, race number 3 on the season. I think Maggio's backing off a little bit here, trying to get a little something on him. There you go. Here comes the drive-in off of 2. Maggio's going to get the run to the outside. He's going to be there, coming to the white flag. How rough's it going to get between these two? Lap car just ahead of them. Maggio looking underneath him now. Lap car. Oh, contact with the lap car with Maggio.
White flag brought to you by the Revved Up Podcast. We are still leading this as they dive down into turn 1. About a car and a half, 2 car lengths to the 6 as he closes it through the center of the corner.
Oh, he's
coming off of 2.
It's gonna get rough. It's gonna get rough. He's closing.
Distance between the back bumper to the 6. Drives it in.
Oh, he thought of outside.
Almost gets to the bumper.
Outside. Side by side of the line. Give it to Weir.
Wow.
6 is around into the wall. 54 is around. I think Weir got it.
Jarrett Reese will finish 3rd.
I think Weir got her. He got her good.
Wow. What a heck of a race in for those drivers.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. You know, these guys, they put on a race caution-free here at Pheonix. Just had to get through the first few weeks. We all know that. That's how it normally is. Get that top 3 for us just to confirm one more time.
So it is Weir in the 54, the 6 of Maggio, and the 11 of Jarrett Reese. There's our race winner.
Can't even, it was such a great race by these guys. They all did a fantastic job. Again, caution-free. Race number 2 of the week, caution-free. We saw the final entry series race for this season, for right now, on Monday night. There was a lot of lag issue going into it, so it did end up not getting streamed. I'm going to have to upload the clip later. Fast lap goes to Weir, 26.7. 5.6. All right, we're going to hop on over to the... Get rolling on interviews here. Great job by these drivers here.
Who did you said had fast?
Weir did. 26.752.
752.
feel like I looked at this car. All right, we're gonna hop in with Weir. We'll get our race winner while we're sitting here waiting. Weir, got a copy, buddy?
Yep, I got a copy.
2 for 2 tonight, buddy. Can't complain about that. 2 very different cars on the same track. How do you feel about winning tonight, bud?
Oh, it definitely feels great. Actually had a great win last week at Texas and definitely boosted my confidence coming into this week and pulled out another win. And I missed the truck race last week at Texas and made up for it here tonight. And man, what a hell of a night for me.
Yeah, man, you couldn't have put it together any better yourself. You know, we've made mention about how quick you and Maggio were in the truck race, and you guys just showed it up again in the Busch race. You know, so the first 3 races, you're 2 out of 3. You can't get much better than that. You really can't. Points-wise, you got a lot of points tonight. It's really going to help you between the last 2 weeks. That's 10 playoff points for you to help you when the chase starts. Now that you have your 2 wins under your belt and you got a lot of points, are you gonna keep being as aggressive as you've been, or are you gonna try to rile it back a little bit and try to save what you can for the chase?
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna save anything. I gotta definitely help some of my other teammates at the shop and just keep making moves. I can't let these fatal guys get away from DC here.
Well, hey, there you go. You heard it from the man himself. He's gonna keep pushing as hard as he can, keep getting the points that he can. Weir, congratulations on your win, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Yep, we're gonna hop over to 3rd place running the 11 car tonight. Mr. Jarrett Reese. 3rd place. You weren't even supposed to race. 3rd place, buddy. How do you feel? And you won a stage.
I can't complain about anything. You know, the qualifying didn't do so hot, but or wasn't terrible actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. 4th place wasn't bad. And, you know, I knew I didn't really have to save that much there in stage 1. Stage 2 didn't have to save anything, and I made a slight adjustment, and the car was just a little bit too tight. And then I went back on it at the beginning of stage 3, and it was just a little too loose. Went back up on the wedge after the first pit stop in stage 3, and I hated the car. And you know, took 2 at the end, and it was a little too tight, but it was a good race overall. On that, I have nothing to complain about. It gives me a little bit of practice for tomorrow night.
Yeah, you know, caution free. Both races tonight ran caution free, which is a great thing. It's, you know, it's nice to see the under series getting, you know, the attention that they're getting and the praise that they're getting from the Cup guys, and the Cup guys will figure it out as we go. But 3rd place tonight for you, buddy, and your team. Congratulations on 3rd place, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. And that was Jarrett Reese. Did 2nd place hop in here?
Yes.
All right, we're on to 2nd place. Didn't have a lot of order tonight, but wanted to get it over with tonight. So, Maggio, 2 2nd places tonight to the same guy. How do you feel about it?
I'm very disappointed about the 2nd one. I think I had a chance there at the end, and I just didn't execute, plain and simple. I had the speed, I loosened it up, I caught him. I had one chance at him, and he blocked me pretty good. Well, I wouldn't say he blocked me. He didn't have that great of a turn, but the way that he exited kind of blocked me a little bit, and then it made a big gap in between us. So then I caught back up to him again, and I don't know why, but there was a lap car, and it just messed with me way more than it should have. He did everything right. He stayed out of the way. I ended up hitting him. I don't know what I did there. I really got in my head for some reason, and I messed that whole turn up. I thought maybe Weir would overdrive that one a little bit, and I would be able to get under him, but he took it very well. He stayed on the bottom, and then I came up right into the lap car, so I'm not sure who's driving the 99, but I do apologize for that one. But I seem to just remember this race differently last season. I thought tire wear was a bigger issue last season, so I ran a really tight setup, and it just wasn't an issue for some reason as much as last season, unless I'm just remembering it wrong. And I was really slow the first two stages, and I finally was able to loosen up in the third stage, but I just didn't execute when I caught him. So, great wins for him, two wins in a row, which is very good in terms of getting 5 playoff points for each of those races. I'm still pretty disappointed about last week, but I'll have to rebound. I'll be back.
And Grant, I'm gonna get it right this time. We're going to Las Vegas next week.
Nice.
More of a drafting track than tracks like this. But you seem to be great every place you go, Maggio. No matter what car you're in, you're always fast. You're always looking for a win, top 3, top 5. Buddy, I know you sound really dejected right now. I can feel it.
Yeah, I heard.
But
I'm not great at this track, so I really wanted to win here, and I had a chance. I just didn't execute it. But Las Vegas next week's one of my favorite tracks, probably top 3 favorite tracks. So definitely looking forward to going out there and competing for a win.
buddy, well, congratulations on second place. And I know that's not what you want to hear. You want to be the one with the big trophy tonight. But hey,
Yeah,
you can't complain. You had an amazing points night. You had an amazing night in general.
Silver is
Thank you.
always better than bronze.
that's true.
So hey, at least you got to race tonight. You got to come out and compete. Show what your team's about. Magic Motorsports. You want to talk a little bit about your team and the forming of that?
Yeah, new team. I'm happy I got 2 entry guys coming up starting next week. I got Bear and Mountaineer. I've been watching them in the entry series. They look very promising, and I'm happy to work with them. Finally have some teammates, have some strategy talk to them, maybe try to teach them a couple tips or 2, tips and tricks, but should be fun, and I think that Magic Motorsports is going to be here to stay for a while.
I think so as well. And caution free, both races tonight. A lot different than what we saw last week at Texas, where we had 4 in Busch and 0 in trucks. That's 2 weeks in a row with no caution in trucks. These guys, if we can get Cup to figure it out, then we'll be golden. But
yeah. It's very fun when it goes caution free. Lets strategy show a lot more. If you probably saw it from the booth tonight, I think every single person in the top 5 pit on different laps, so it's always fun to see the way those strategies work out.
absolutely, I definitely enjoyed calling it as much as you guys enjoyed racing it. But with that being said, man, congratulations on second place. You'll get them next week, I know it. Or tomorrow night you might get them. So we'll see. We'll see if you can get your redemption and someone can beat Weir here at Pheonix.
Yeah. All right, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Congrats, buddy.
You too, Maggio.
So, with that being said, Grant, 2 races tonight, caution free. We can't complain about the racing here at Pheonix right now. I think this is what we needed after Daytona, and then after a heavy drafting 1.5 miles at Texas. This is what we needed to calm everybody down. Let them run one of the weird short tracks. I think it did perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But the true test will be tomorrow night in the Cup Series to see how everybody does. But you want to take us away, Grant?
Yeah, with that being said, congratulations again to Weir for sweeping the races tonight, for Maggio sweeping second. And congratulations to both Jardy and... I just went blank on who got third in the other race. Anyway, congratulations to both third place drivers. Great racing all night long, everybody, so congratulations to both series for that. It's been one heck of a night here at Pheonix. Get ready for tomorrow night. The Rogers Racing Engines Cup Series back here at Pheonix, 8:30 Eastern. Tune in, and as always, keep your racing worldwide, everybody. See y'all later.